Good morning, everyone, and welcome into MONTEITH Iowa. So, well, today we need. If you remember the last video, we mowed about 75 acres of hay, and we're going to need to get to tethering it. It's been about a day here since we did that, and well, I want to go ahead and get it tethered out. But the first thing we're going to be doing is we need to swap some stuff out today. When I first started this farm, you know, there wasn't a whole lot of mods or anything out for the game. As far as older tractors, and we're finally starting to get a few older tractors. So as we do that, I'm going to be swapping some out to make it more how I want it. So we're going to be swapping a tractor. It's going to sound kind of stupid, to be honest, because we're going to be selling a newer tractor and buying two older tractors. And I know that sounds a little weird, but I wanted to run older tractors on this farm originally, and we really just didn't have a lot that could do much. And so we're finally starting to get some now. So I want to run down to the store. I've already got them bought. I just got to go down and start swapping some stuff out. Actually, I got to go over and grab our tether tractor because we're going to run it up to the store. That is the tractor we're going to be getting rid of. So I'll catch y'all back here in a few minutes when we get down there and we'll get the stuff sort of swapped out. All right, everyone. So we made it over here. This is the tractor we're going to be swapping out. It's a 7810 John Deere. And we're going to be swapping out. As much as I like this tractor, I really do. I really like this tractor. But I wanted some older tractors. And this is actually a little bit older tractor. But I really want some older ones than this because that was my original intention with the farm. And now we're getting the mods out to do that. We're going to be swapping it out. So I'm going to go ahead and get this tether disconnected here. So I'll catch y'all back here in a few minutes when we're heading down to the dealer to pick up our new tractors. All right, everyone. So we're rolling up to the dealer here. And, well, off to the right here. This is the first tractor we picked up. It's an Alice Chalmers. And the guy was selling it, and it actually come with the rake as well. He just had it parked up here for display, and he said he actually pulled this rake with that tractor. The power says it can. It looks a little small, so we may actually try raking with it. I'm not 100% sure. It was sort of just a bonus. He wanted to sell the rake with it, and I'm like, you know what? We can use a backup rake. Honestly, that rake looks pretty good. You know, our other rake's a PTO rake, so if we had something and we needed a rake, you know, we could just rake with it. So I went ahead and bought that. But I've already made the deal with the guy. We're gonna sell this tractor. I got it parked up here for him, and this is the other new tractor we bought. We bought a 4440 John Deere 2-wheel drive. I know I'm swapping a 4-wheel drive for a 2-wheel drive, but I really wanted some older tractors. We have more 4-wheel drive tractors at the house. We have enough. I just wanted something older to do some odd jobs with. So the first thing we're going to be doing here is we're going to take this tractor and hook it up to the tether, and then we're going to have to come back and grab the Alice Chalmers. And I probably should have brought a trailer so we could run it back to the house, because I may use it, but I'm not 100% sure yet. I know I need to run through it and grease it and everything before I used it. So we may be doing that. So I got to run it back to the house. Either way we end up going. So I'm going to go ahead, take this over here, get it hooked up to the tether. So I'll catch y'all back when we're over here and hooking up to the Alice Chalmers, or getting the trailer for the Alice Chalmers. All right, everyone. So we got over here and I got it hooked up. And you got to admit, that combo right there looks pretty good. I'm not saying it looks the best, but I like it. I like it a little bit. I actually run a few older tractors on the farm, so I think that looks pretty good. We're going to go ahead and jump back in the Ford, and I'm going to have to run back to the house and grab a trailer because well, I don't really want to drive that Alice Chalmers home doing 11 mile an hour. That's about as fast as that thing will go. That'd be quite the drive. So we're going to run back to the house, grab a trailer. I really should have brought it when I come, but I just didn't think about it. Really need to trim that bush as well. But anyway, I'm going to head back to the house and grab that. So I'll catch y'all back here in a little bit. We've made some progress. All right, everyone. So we made it back up here. And I really wanted y'all to hear the sound this tractor makes. It is a startup sound. It sounds really good when it first starts up here. We'll go ahead and fire it up. It sounds so good firing up. It really does. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing loaded up on the trailer. So I'll catch y'all back here in a little bit when we get it home and we've run through it and we've sort of figured out what the plan for the day is. So I'll catch y'all back then. All right, everyone. So we made it back to the house here. I went ahead and got it unloaded in the shed right here. I just went ahead and backed it in here so we could walk all the way around it, and that way I can go around, grease everything, check everything out, and make sure everything's running in tip-top shape. We're going to go tether here in a little while, but I think I'm going to give it just a little while longer to dry on the top side. From what I was seeing when I was there, it needs that. So I'm going to go ahead, get the gooseneck disconnected from the Ford here, and give it probably about an hour longer, and then we'll probably go over and start tethering that out. But anyway, I'll catch y'all back here in a little bit when we're getting to doing that. All right, everyone. So it's been about an hour here. We've been running around doing some chores around the farm, just some random stuff we need to get done. But I think we're gonna go ahead and see if we can't head on down there. Time we get down there and get everything set up and ready to go. I gotta adjust that tether still yet and get everything ready to go. It should be about time to start, so I'm gonna go ahead and head on down there. So I will catch y'all back when we get there and we're able to start tethering. All right, everyone. So, well, I've got everything set up. Seems to be working pretty good here, but I do believe I'm gonna throw this in time lapse form for y'all. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the time lapse.
Take me back to the old dirt road where Mama and Papa used to go. Let's sing all them songs from a long time ago and pine for them old days of yore. Well, let me run through the breeze like the leaves on the trees. Let me fly like the leaves when they fall. Well, let my mind go serene like a cool water stream that runs from the mountain so tall. Oh, take me back down the old dirt road. Take me home to rest where the mockingbirds nest and to cry through the green in the spring. Let's go back a ways to the old bygone days and the simple time we lived back when. Well, let the pull of the plow bring the sweat from my brow and the glow of the fire pull me home.
All right, everyone. So we've knocked out the tether in here. We're gonna go ahead and fold up the tether because we gotta have it folded up to get through the crossing down here. But it's going fairly quickly. Everything seems to be working really good. I'm really enjoying the new tractor here. It is power shift, so that makes things really nice. You can just you don't have to push the clutch in to shift. You can just shift right on up into the next gear you need. So this is the point where I've got to figure out what I want in hay and what I want in silage. This field's obviously going to be hay because I just tethered it. I'm trying to figure out, I got to look over here. I may have to look at my tablet and see which one of these next fields is going to be bigger. Because the bigger one I want to keep as hay or keep as grass to turn to silage, and the other one I want to go ahead and tether And then the one at the house, I'm thinking about leaving for silage. I'm not 100% sure yet, but it would be pretty convenient. I could just wrap them over there next to the house. So we're going to turn down in here. I'm going to get on my tablet and sort of try to figure out which one's bigger. So I'll catch y'all back here in a few minutes when I get all this figured out. And, well, we know which one we're going to tether. Alright, everyone. So I think I've got it figured out. This is the one we're going to tether. I'm 95% sure this is the one I want to turn into hay. But it's going to get turned into hay either way. And then we're going to turn in this field right here beside of us. It's going to go into silage, and then the field at the house is also going to go into silage. Or do we want... Yeah, the field at the house. I was thinking, you know, if I wanted the field at the house in silage, or if I wanted it to go into hay. But I think I'm just going to turn this into hay, and we'll leave it for silage. So, with that, I think I'm just going to go ahead and see if I can't get this tethered. So, I'll catch y'all back here in a little bit when I made some progress. Alright, everyone, so we just wrapped up this field here. We're going to go ahead and shut the tether down. See if we can't get it all picked up and folded up here. And, well, now we've got all this tethered. The stuff at the house and the stuff across the road that we're going to turn to silage, I want it to dry out just a little bit more before we turn it into silage. And also, we need to be looking into getting a bell wrapper like ASAP, because we don't have one right now, and we're going to need to wrap these bales, well, a little while after we bale them, or I would like to anyhow. So I guess I'm going to head back to the house. I'm going to take this tractor back up where the truck's at and park it up right there, and then I'm going to head back to the house and get online and see if I can't find us a good deal on a bell wrapper. So anyway, I'll catch y'all back here in a few minutes when well, when we got all this figured out. We've hopefully got a bell wrapper, and yeah, I'll catch y'all back then. Alright, everyone, so I looked around on all the used equipment websites and everything like that, and discount websites, and I could not find a bell wrapper one. I guess they're just so good and people never sell them, but I had to buy one new. It was pretty expensive. It was $35,000 for one, but we gotta have it, and we're gonna save money in the long run by not having to buy silage, because it's very expensive to buy, but that is pretty expensive to make as well. But anyway, we're gonna run down there, and I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up and probably just take it over there to that field if I had to guess, because I think I'm not 100% sure if I'm gonna haul them back here to wrap, or if I'm gonna wrap them there and then transport them later. I'm not 100% sure on what I'm gonna do there yet. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and run down here and get this thing picked up. So I'll catch y'all back here in a few minutes whenever we get there. And well, we got it picked up. I'll show y'all what we got. Alright, everyone, so we made it down here to pick it up, and I'm really hoping it'll connect to the truck. I haven't actually tested this to make sure that it would. I'm just sort of really hoping it will. If not, we drove all the way down here for nothing. Come on, back up just a smidge more. Yeah, thank the Lord, it will connect up to the truck here. But I'll get out and show y'all what we ended up picking up. It's got its own motor on it, so you can move it and do everything like that. You tow it down the road. You just take the bells, you sit it in here, and it'll push them down. It's got extra wrap on the sides. We're going to end up probably going through quite a bit of that with all the bells we need to wrap. So I think I'm going to pull this back to the farm for right now. I can always pull it back if I need to. But I'm thinking right now that I may just wrap them at the farm, transport them to the house, and then wrap them there. Because if I wrap them here, that's going to be a ways to drive to get them when I need them. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get this thing back to the house. I'll catch y'all back here in a little bit. Probably when we're able to start raking up the silage, because the hay is going to take a little bit longer. So I'll catch y'all back here in a little bit when I get that done. Alright, everyone, so we made it back to the house here, and I went ahead and got it unhooked. We're kind of going to have to do the equipment shuffle now. I did end up running through this rake and the tractor, greasing everything up, topping off all the fluids. It is good to go if we decide to use it, so I've just got it sitting right there for now. But I think I'm going to hop in this tractor and see if we can't go ahead and get the mower disconnected on it. We shouldn't need it anymore. We've got all our hay ground mowed. So I'm going to go down here, and we usually put it in the Quonset. So I'm going to see if I can't get it backed in. And then we're probably going to try to get the baler tractor hooked up and the Oliver hooked up to the other rake. Because I know I'm going to have to rake some places with it. We're probably going to use the Alice Chalmers in some places, but we're going to have to use the other one in other places. So that's sort of the plan for right now. I'm going to see if I can get this down here in the shed and disconnected. So I will catch y'all back here in a little bit. We've made some progress. We're sort of just cleaning up the farm right now. That's sort of what we're doing. Alright everyone, so I got all the equipment cleaned up and everything fixed. And I went ahead and hooked this tractor up to the baler and the Oliver up to the rake. So I think we're going to go ahead and start raking. I do believe it's probably dry enough now that we should be able to at least start raking down there at the other place, the new farm we bought. So I'm going to get the Oliver and I'm going to head on up there and we'll probably start raking. So I'll catch y'all back when we get up there and well, hopefully we can start raking everything up. Alright everyone, so we've made it here. So basically what my plan is right now is all of this stuff right here that we're going to turn to silage. I'm going to go ahead and start raking. I'm going to have to get the headlands done because it's a pretty sketchy ground around the headlands. But all of this stuff right here is what we are planning to turn into silage. So it should be able to go ahead and be raked. And honestly, we should be able to bale it today or tomorrow. I'm not exactly sure which. We should be able to bale it fairly quick here. But I'm going to go ahead and start raking the headlands. So I'll see y'all back once I get the headlands done. Alright everyone, so I've got the headlands raked here. And what I think I'm going to do for my up and down passes is probably go up here to the top of this field and run a straight line straight down the middle all the way to the end so that we can get a couple of straight passes, because if I don't, then I'm not going to get any straight passes at all. So I think that's sort of what we'll do. I don't know if I'm exactly in the middle. It doesn't matter too much, but I'm going to try to just make a complete straight pass, and then whatever I have to deal with on the ends, I'll just deal with whenever I get to that point where I'm going to have to take and maybe get up the ends first, or whatever I'm going to have to do. I'll deal with it when we cross that bridge. I'll cross that bridge when we get there, but I want my middle passes to be straight. So I'm going to get this sort of lined out, and then I'll probably see y'all back then. Alright everyone, so I've got it lined out here, and well, I'm not going to say it ain't perfectly straight, I know, but it's going to be better than what we were going to have to do. So I'm going to go ahead, and I think I'm going to throw this in time-lapse form for y'all. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the time-lapse.
Man, I always had stories about the city life and the crazy nights. Figure I should probably give it a try. Maybe check it out, see what it's all about. But the traffic was fast and the money was slow. The people I met you never get to know. I kinda miss this place I used to live back home. 'Cause up here it's breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. My friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, and you can keep your 9 to 5, happy with the simple life. Yeah, I ain't here to try to change your mind, I'm trying to save your time, in case you're thinking about breaking out the bucket list. Girl, you can skip this funny business, 'cause up there it's complicated and overrated. Down here everything is understated. it's alright by me. I got everything that I need, but there is breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. All my friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cool night. Yeah, you can keep your 9 to 5, 'cause I'm happy with the simple life. Tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knew my name, and all my friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, you can keep your 9 to 5, 'cause I'm happy with the simple life. Oh Lord, you can keep your
All
9
right,
to
everyone.
5.
So we've got this knocked out. We're gonna go ahead and pick everything up and see if we can't get everything folded up here. It actually didn't take as long as I expected. We knocked it out fairly quick with the old Oliver and the rake here. The way we did it actually worked out really good. There's a spot or two I may have to hit once we get done baling, but overall it did work out really good, going right down the middle and then just sort of dealing with what we had to deal with. There was only a couple spots that were odd, so I'm probably just gonna park the rake up beside the tedder over here, because I'm not gonna take this home. I don't think I'm gonna take this home until we've already raked up the hay. I may have to though, I'm not 100% sure, but my plan is not to have to. So I'm gonna take this over here, park it up, have a buddy come get me, and we'll run back to the farm, probably let that sit for about an hour before we come bale it, and then we'll bring the baler over here and see if we can't go ahead and bale that up. So I'll catch y'all back here in a little bit when we get to baling. All right, everyone, so I've gotten the baler tractor. We've got everything set up with the baler and ready to go. So I'm headed down to the field to start baling. It's been about an hour and a half here. We had to go a little bit longer with it just because I was having to get a few things done. But we're going to go ahead and head down to the field and start baling. So I will catch y'all back whenever we get there, and probably after I bale the headlands. So I'll catch y'all back then. All right, everyone, so I just wrapped up the headlands a few minutes ago. I'm just sort of getting some of the smaller stuff, but currently with the 3 headland passes, we don't have quite as much as I thought we would. We're sitting at 26 bales right now, and we're almost got 27, but we're still going to get a good amount of bales off this. But I'm going to throw this in time lapse form for y'all, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the time lapse. All right, everyone. So, well, we're gonna have to shut down the baler on that one because we are out of net wrap. I really probably should have filled this thing up before we come over here, but we're almost full on it. We only had like one roll that was out. So, but we're gonna have to run back to the farm. We'll have to have somebody come get me and run me back to the farm. That way we can go refill on net like wrap. So I'll catch y'all back here in a little bit when I get that done. All right, everyone. So I had my buddy run me back to the house, and I picked up the truck here, just threw a pallet of net wrap on the back. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the baler filled up with net wrap. So I'll catch y'all back when we're able to start back baling. All right, everyone. So we got everything fixed here. I had to test it out and make sure I had everything routed right and ready to go. But it appears we do, so I'm gonna throw this back in time lapse form for y'all. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the time lapse once again. All right, everyone. So we're working on the last pass here, other than just some cleanup that I'm probably gonna do. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish up this last pass and get what I need cleaned up around here. So I'll probably catch y'all back here in a little bit when we decide which field we're gonna move to next. I really didn't want to move that rake back to the house, but I really need to. I probably should have raked it before I come, but I wanted to do it in the order that I'd mowed it. So I'm probably gonna have to take that rake back to the house and rake that field next to the house, because we need to get it up before it gets too dry, because if it gets too dry it'll turn into hay, and we need grass to make silage, not hay. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock this stuff out and get this all figured out. So I'll catch y'all back when I get all this done. All right, everyone. So I finished up baling that, and I come over here and we ended up swapping the rake onto our 4440 tractor. It handles the road just a little bit better. It can go a little bit faster. It's just easier to take on the highway than the Oliver. So I went ahead and took the tedder off this, put the rake on it, and then we'll just bring the tedder home with the Oliver, or we'll may have to swap something else out. I'm not 100% sure. I just know this tractor handles the highway a lot better, and it'll work pretty good for raking. So we're going to go back to the house, and I'm going to go ahead and probably rake up that field. So I will catch y'all back here in a little bit when we get some of this done. All right, everyone. So we've got this field all raked up here. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and run this back down the road to the other hayfield, and we'll have to grab the baler tractor and run up here, and we're gonna go ahead and bale this because that other over there is not gonna be ready to bale for another day or two, because it's hay and it has to dry out longer. So we're looking at probably another at least a day or two on it before we're able to bale it, and this needs to be going ahead and baled up. So anyway, I'll catch y'all back when we're either on the way with the baler or we're here with the baler, so I'll see y'all then. Alright everyone, so we made it back over here with the baling tractor. We're going to go in here and see if we can't get this thing fired up and ready to go and go ahead and knock out this baling. But I'm going to go ahead and just get this knocked out because y'all have already seen, well, basically what we're doing. So I'm going to go ahead and knock this out, so I'll catch y'all back when I get this done. Alright everyone, so we're working on pretty much the last pass here. So I think once I get this done, I'm probably just going to run this tractor and baler back down to the other hayfield because we're pretty much done here. I'm just going to shut the baler down and get it picked up because there's no more hay here to bale. We're going to need it over there next, and then I'll probably just bring my pickup back to the house. I think we're probably just about done for the day. It's getting kind of late here. So I'd say we're probably just about done baling for the day. We've got all the silage baled, and we're not going to be able to bale the hay for another day or two, and then we're going to have to get up all the silage and bring it back to the house in order to wrap it. But anyway, I'll catch you guys back when I get over there, and probably on our way back, so I'll see y'all then. Alright everyone, so we got the baler took back to where it needs to be, and I went ahead and picked up my truck. But I think that's probably going to be about it for this one. We got our silage fields up and we got our hay fields tethered. So with that, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I know I've enjoyed making it. And if you're enjoying this series, be sure to drop a follow and a like down below. But with that, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and bye for now.